Afterword. What is truth? Pontius Pilate, John 18:38. Hello, this is Kathleen McGowan. My journey along the Magdalene line in search of the answer to Pontius Pilate's question began with Marie Antoinette, Lucretia Borgia, and a first-century Celtic warrior queen. Known to history as Boudica, the latter's impassioned battle cry, I galar urban ibid, translates from Welsh to mean the truth against the world. I have carried these words as my personal mantra on a quest that has spanned my adult life and led me down a tortuous path through 2,000 years of history. I have long been driven to unearth the great untold stories, layers of human experience that are buried silently and often deliberately beneath academic accounts. As my protagonist Maureen reminds us, history is not what happened. History is what was written down. More often than not, what we know and accept as history was created by an author with a committed political agenda. This understanding turned me into a folklorist at an early age. I derive immense satisfaction from exploring cultures firsthand, seeking out the local historian or storyteller to uncover the real human chronicles that are unavailable in libraries or textbooks. My Irish heritage gives me an enormous appreciation for the power of oral records and living traditions. My Irish blood also drove me to become a writer and activist, and as such I was immersed in the tumultuous politics in Northern Ireland throughout the 1980s. It was during this period that I developed an increasingly skeptical perspective on recorded and therefore accepted history. As an eyewitness to historic events, I realized that the reported version rarely resembled what I had watched occur before me. In many cases, the recounting of these occurrences in newspapers and television broadcasts, and later in history books, was nearly unrecognizable to me. All of these documented versions were written through layers of political, social, and personal bias. The truth was lost forever, except perhaps to those who had observed the events firsthand. Overall, these witnesses were working-class people who wanted only to get on with their lives. They would not write letter after unprinted letter to the national newspapers or seek out a publisher to record their version for posterity. They would bury their dead, pray for peace, and do their best to keep going. But they would also preserve their experience as witnesses to history in a personal way, through the retelling to family and community. My experiences in Ireland reinforced my belief in the importance of oral and cultural traditions, and why they are often our richest source for understanding the human experience. These localized events on the Belfast streets became my microcosm. If they were deemed important enough to be reconstituted and altered by major newspapers and broadcast accounts, what did this mean when that concept was applied to the macrocosm of world history?
Sample complete. Ready to continue?